Hey everyone, I'm the Black-Haired Richard Core Kenobi here, and I'm back again for another Honest Thoughts. And today's Honest Thoughts is unfortunately going to be a bit of a sad one. If you read the title, you've seen the thumbnail, this is not a joke, this is not a late April Fool's thing, this is 100% real. The Star vs. Force of Evil is ending after Season 4. It has not been renewed for Season 5, and as far as we know, there are no plans to continue it after Season 4. Now, hearing this news, I know a lot of Star fans are very saddened by this news, because I was hoping it would we were all hoping, I should say, it would go past Season 4, because Disney shows have had a history of only getting 4 seasons and then that's it. Some shows have made the exception, but I was really hoping that Star vs. Force of Evil would get one more season before it ended, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. Now, I know this has been a troubling week for a lot of Star fans, and you all want to know, how did this happen? What does this mean for Star's future, and what is going to happen for Season 4? I'm here to answer as much of your questions as I possibly can, but before I do that, I want to leave you guys a link down to the Roundtable's discussion on this, and just going off of what the Roundtable guys have said, I really think you should go hear them out. They explain this perfectly, but I'm going to try and do my best to explain just as much. So, yes, but with all this being said, let's just talk about it. So, the first question is, how did this happen? Well, there are a number of ways this could have happened. My guess is that because of Season 3's ratings last year, this did not encourage the Disney executives to renew the show for a 5th season, because if you all remember, last year was the baddest year for Disney XD. Like, I'm trying not to sound too harsh, but Disney XD's ratings were very bad, and not even Star vs. the Force of Evil could save it. Now, yes, there was some hope last year with the DuckTales premiere, and the Big Hero 6, and once again Tangled, Marvel Spider-Man, but it didn't really matter in the long run. So Disney XD will be coming to an end very soon, and most of its shows will be put back on the main Disney channels, such as DuckTales, which I need to catch up on, which is on the Disney Channel, and all of the others. While Star will also be back on the Disney Channel, but only for a limited time. So that could have been part of it. I do believe that because of Disney XD's ratings last year, and just because Disney XD is not a network, it's just a separate channel that's still part of Disney. So so pretty much think about it like this. If all of these shows were going downhill on the main Disney Channel, then their fates would have been told to us a lot sooner. But because of Disney XD and its steady grasp over the past couple of years after Gravity Falls ended, it was pretty much going to be a matter of time when Disney XD was going to get the axe. But looks like it's going to be coming sooner than we thought. And unfortunately, Star vs. the Force of Evil had to suffer from that, because my argument, and I think a lot of our arguments, is that Star vs. the Force of Evil was what made us go to Disney XD. And I do believe that to be true, but now that both Disney and Star are going, it's just very sad. So that hasn't been the official reason. That's just pure speculation on my part. But maybe another reason why Star didn't get renewed for Season 5 is because of 2 things. One, maybe because after Season 1 and 2 had such amazing great ratings and they just were proving steady, then after Season 3's ratings were kind of just, they weren't dipping down, it's just, it was very hard for them to maintain what they did in Season 1 and 2. So they probably just decided, okay, let's just give it one more season, and that's the end of it. Or this could have been Disney's plan all along, because as I said earlier, Disney has Disney is notorious for giving their shows only 4 seasons, and then that's it. They're gone afterwards. They've done this many times in the past. Again, there have been exceptions to this, but they're still continuing it to this day. They're not like the idiots at Cartoon Network who keep giving them multiple seasons. They're not like Nickelodeon, who sometimes try and meet in the middle. No, Disney is very one-sided. You get 4 seasons, that's it, end of story. So, yeah. This might have been their plan all along. Which, again, it's a very sad thing, because I think Star vs. the Force of Evil deserved one more season. But, based on how the show is going, which now I'm going to get into this, the real reason I think this is going to benefit Star vs. the Force of Evil in the long run is because if you all did watch the Season 3 finale and you just watch Season 3 in general, it really does look like Season 4 would be the last, and they probably couldn't figure out a way to give us even more after Season 4. It's the same reason Gravity Falls ended at only 2 seasons, even though Disney wanted that to go on for longer. The creator just said, well, after what happened in Season 2, how can we follow this up? So again, sometimes creators or Disney will decide how many seasons you get. It's just natural. So I would understand if they couldn't follow up Star vs. Force of Evil Season 4 with another season. That's fine. It's better to just go out with whatever you got in the final season. But still, I think if Steven Universe can get a 5th season and go past it, which I will get to that later down the line, then why not Star? Again, it's just how it is, guys. There is no simple answer here. I really wish I could give you all the simplest answer, but it's just been done. That's all I can say. Now let's talk about Season 4, because now this leads us to a lot of questions. The good news is that today, the storyboard artists are doing pitches for how the final 2 episodes will go. So they do have a plan, and they are planning ahead on how the final 2 episodes of Star will be. So that's good. So don't worry, it's not going to end on a cliffhanger. It's not going to end with all of the ties not being resolved. It will end with everything being wrapped up, and more or less it'll be a happy ending. So they are working on the last 2 episodes of Season 4, and they've got literally almost Season 4 done, so it's getting ready to it's going to get ready to air probably at the end of the year or into 2019. But here's how I look at this. So, again, I thought Season 3 was even amazinger than Season 2. So for Season 4, it leads me to believe that they are going to go all out for this, and they will wrap everything up like that, and it's just plain and simple. Now, the storyboard artist and some of the team have already gone on to work on other things, so this means no. Even if by some miracle they were to get renewed for Season 5, most of the crew would not come back because they've already prepared, they've already gotten stuff done with Star, and they're moving on. So, yeah. Now, I do want to talk about this for a second, guys, because I know a lot of you are going to ask, well, can we save this show? Is it possible for us to petition? Is it possible for us to just tune into each episode when it comes on, and so that way we can give them the views and ratings they deserve, so that way maybe this can encourage Disney to renew it? Guys, as much as I would love to see Star go on for another season, I don't think that's right for us to do that, because we need to look at this from a realistic point of view. Even if that was the case, who's to say Season 5 would be worth it? That's really how you have to look at this, because, okay, those first 4 seasons, or sorry, 3 seasons, because Season 4 hasn't started yet, those first 3 seasons were already mostly planned, and they had the ideas set in stone. Now, they don't have anything for Season 5. So, once again, if there was a Season 5, it would probably be disappointing and it wouldn't live up to what we saved it for. So, no use there. Now, again, I don't think this show should be picked up for another season. I don't think it should be saved. So, no, it can't be saved by Hulu, Netflix. It's not gonna happen, guys. I know that sounds very harsh to say, but you have to just let it go. Because, once again, this show has already been doing its job, and it has given people a reason to watch Disney again. And I think now that it's going out on season 4, I think that shows that, you know, it's not what we want, but at the very least, it's still doing much more better than Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. Because, once again, Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network or any other animated network will always try to milk this for as long as they can. For the biggest example, Rick and Morty. I'm sure you all heard the news about how Rick and Morty got renewed for 70 more episodes. So that's more seasons with more episodes. So Adult Swim's obviously going to milk that till the end of time. Now, with Star vs. the Force of Evil, it's the opposite. It's better to just have 4 seasons with an average of 20 episodes, and then, boom, it's done. So, yeah. But again, I do think it's better we all just accept this. We support the show, we be there for when it starts and when it ends, and we have a chance to say goodbye, because I can't thank this show enough for getting me back into Disney. I haven't watched Disney since Kim Possible ended, and it was Gravity Falls that piqued my interest, so I watched it again, but it was Star vs. the Force of Evil that sealed the deal for me. And now that the show has just been doing phenomenal, it's been just doing great. It had the chance to restart and be a part of a new generation, and now it can leave peacefully, and we can look forward to other shows like DuckTales, Big Hero 6, Tangled, the list goes on. And I think, sorry to sound like a broken record, I believe in my heart that Star vs. Force of Evil will go out amazingly, and everyone will be somewhat satisfied with it. Now, let's talk about Season 4. Season 4 will probably start by the end of the year. However, I think the show Disney should air all of Season 4. When those last 2 episodes are done, they should air them on a weekly basis. Don't have it be a bomb, don't take hiatuses, don't take a break, just air it regularly. And maybe you could move it up to a different time slot, so that way everyone can tune in. Because, let's be real here, how many of you actually get up in the morning to watch these cartoons? Because most of you will watch them on the app, or you'll just watch them digitally when they're available to buy and download. So, I think it would be in Disney's best interest to just have it come on a weekly basis, air it week after week, and that way you're easing people up. Because if you started airing it now, like, let's say hypothetically if they air the show in October and then the show ends in May, I don't think that's enough time for people to get ready. I don't think that's enough time for people to binge watch. I mean, it is enough time for people to binge watch the show, but you see the point I'm trying to make. You have to get the audience ready. You have to get the fans ready, so that way they can be prepared. And whenever Season 4 starts, that way they'll be in the perfect mindset. They'll enjoy these last couple of episodes, and they will be ready for the series finale. And I think that's a good idea. So basically, just do what Samurai Jack and other shows have done in the past. You don't need to create this giant bomb for episodes to come once a month. You just don't. Like, don't do what Steven Universe does, because Steven Universe has become notorious for just airing their episodes months after months, hiatus after hiatus. Like, it's crazy, guys. It's really crazy. So, yeah. Disney should give this show the going away it deserves, and I think they will. They're not going to do what the knuckleheads at CN did. They're not going to do what other animated networks would do. They will give this show its final dues. They will make sure they get the word out. Go watch this last season of Star, and I think people will. I think people will support this, even though it's hard to say goodbye. It'll be easier for us to just be happy that the show had a good run. Because remember, guys, a show like Star can have 4 seasons and still be amazing in its prime, than having the show just continue for the rest of time till the end of time, and then we all just complain it's not as good as it used to be. We don't want it suffering from Simpsons fatigue, Family Guy fatigue, South Park. We don't want fatigue with this. I don't want fatigue with this. And I think it's important for them to remember that. So, yes. Now, what is the future of Star? Because I know that's a big question. The future of Star is unknown at this time, but does this mean the show can't come back in some way or another? Well, it can come back in comic form. I mean, Disney brought back the original DuckTales cartoon in comic form, Darkwing Duck. So, who's to say, really, that they won't bring back Star in comic form and fans will buy it? They will support it. Don't get me wrong on that. Can the show get a re-release on DVD with all 4 seasons? Absolutely. I think they should. Gravity Falls is getting it, so why not Star? So the point is, guys, even though Star is ending, it's not going to be truly gone, and it will still be remembered in our hearts. And that's just what's important, because, again, I don't want this show to just keep going and get so tired of it that I wish it could be what it used to be. But that's just me. That really is just me, and I think it's important we all just be there when the show starts. We be there when it ends. When it ends. It's simple and straightforward. Now, I really can't say much other than this, other than giving you guys my bare-bone thoughts, unscripted, and trying so hard to give you guys the answers you have. But all I can say is that the show is ending. There's nothing nobody can do. Let's just support it one last time. Be there as much as we can and see it off. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, guys, I apologize if I can't make this super long and super in-depth. I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on this. And I am still working on other videos, but you guys deserve this video, so yeah. But I will say this before I end it. To Disney, thank you so much for giving us this. To the cast, to the crew, to the writers, the storyboard artists, the whole crew, thank you for bringing me back to Disney. Thank you for giving me a great modern-day cartoon to love. And just thank you for everything. I really can't thank everyone at the Star crew enough, and I look forward to season 4, and you better believe I will be there when it starts, and I'll be there to see it off and say goodbye. So, yes. Thank you all so much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, then please hit that like button. If you are new to my channel, please hit that little subscribe button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of my videos and more, then please hit that little bell notification bar. Hit that little bell to stay notified of all of my videos the minute they drop. Sorry, guys. A little tired here. So, yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this. And until then, let's get a discussion going about this. Let me know your thoughts on what do you think about Star ending. Are you happy it's ending? Are you depressed it's ending? Like, no matter what, let's be civil about this. And let's just remember it for all the years to come. And let's be there for when it goes. So thank you all so much. And until then, this is Richard Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you all. Later, guys.